Hey ho, my name is Jo. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, how are you? Hello there, my name is Joanna. I refer to myself here as Jo. If you are new here, hi. I am Fight and Read Like a Girl. We do things bookish and polycystic ovarian syndrome related. If you are returning, thank you. Thank you for coming back. Thank you for sticking around. Let's see, January through March was crazy. And I don't even know what books I read from my TBR for that. But I would like to have a TBR for the spring. But I don't even know if I'll stick to it. Like, I am been such a mood reader lately that I don't even know where to begin. It's been like January through March was just a crazy time for me. It was just a lot of books were read during the time. Like, since January, I have read 14 books. Like, who am I? Like, if you would have told me in January, hey, by April you're going to be reading, you would have read 14 books, I would have looked at you and told you you're nuts. But I did. I read 14 books. If you want to know what those books are, my link to my Goodreads is down below. A lot of those were ebooks, like from Kindle Unlimited, which I'm not mad about. It's still reading. And a couple of those were audiobooks, which I'm not mad about because it's still reading. But I really didn't stick to my TBR for January through March. And I would like to create a TBR for March to, we're going to call it March until June. No. I would say this is probably going to be a TBR in, well, until May 31st, really. Because I consider June summer. I mean, this is the time of year where I start really doing a lot of reading because I pick up a book, I go outside, I read. And like the last 3 months I picked up books, like I was such a mood reader that I didn't even really stick to my TBR. So I'm going to make this TBR and I'm probably not going to stick with it because the mood reader that I have been lately has been crazy. Like, I started a lot of the books that were on that TBR, but then never finished them. And then I was reading Bill Nye, Everything All at Once, for at least 3 months because I wasn't in the mood to listen to the audiobook. I mean, I could have picked out the physical book, but I didn't want to, you know, have that brain power to read or to listen to it. And I still have some books that I've listened to on Audible and on audio that I started in January. So I still have books on Audible that I'm still listening to from January because it's not that I don't have the brain power, the brain capacity to listen to an audiobook. It's just at this, like, moods. I've been in such a mood reader lately, and it's actually kind of driving me crazy. But I'm hoping that I can get through quite a good chunk of books. So, what do I want to read in the next few months? I have no idea. So we're going to go through my shelves. I've got one over here and we've got one over here. Those are my TBR shelves. Yeah, I know. I have two. We won't talk about that. But, like, I have a feeling that the rest of this year is going to be crazy because hubby and I have been looking at moving. And I've moved so much over the last 10 years. It's crazy. I've moved so much over the last 11 years. It's crazy. And I'm ready to find my forever home. And I want to get through my TBR before we move, but that's just not going to happen. Like, my TBR is always growing. It's always growing. And this time of year is usually when I reach for lighthearted books. You know, the ones that have like a very light story, the ones that are just not hard-hitting, or sometimes even mystery thrillers. Like, this is the time of year that I reach for those a lot. And I reach for a lot of middle grade at this particular time, but I don't think I have any middle grade on my TBR, which is surprising because I usually have one middle grade that I need to read, which is a good thing too, because I always have a middle grade I need to read, but I don't think I have one. Oh, I see one, but I don't have the first one to it. But it is what it is. Okay. So the mood I've been in, it's the mood I've been in is so complicated because a part of me wants a hard-hitting book because I feel the need to cry. Like, I am one of those, I will cry at a TV show. I will cry when I read. And it's been a long time since a book has affected me when I read it. The last book that affected me when I started crying was And Every Morning the Way Home Gets Longer and Longer by Frederick Bachman. That book made me cry. Oh my gosh, I bawled. And there hasn't been a book since then that's done that. Granted, I haven't read very much. I mean, to me, 14 books since December, that's a lot. Actually, I've read more than that since December. No, I've read 14 books. And that's a lot for me. So, I don't even know where. I don't know where I want to get started. I don't know what books I want to read. Mood reading. I don't recommend it. It is terrible. And I don't know. I do know that I want to read a couple classics throughout this TBR. And like, it's getting into the season of romance for me. So we're getting into romance season, and I do know I want to read a couple romances and maybe some mystery thrillers, but I need something hard-hitting. So let me see, what do I have that is romance? What can I read for romance? Let's see. I'm not a huge romance person, so I don't know what I have for romance. Oh, I do know what the hard-hitting book I could do is. But we're going to try to find that romance first. I guess that's the only romance I have, so I guess we're going to have to do that one. Alright, so the only romance I seem to have on my TBR shelves I seem to see is Book Lovers by Emily Henry. It's a romance. I'm not really huge on the romance. This would be my first exposure to Emily Henry, and we'll see. We'll see what happens. If you guys have been following me for a while, you know that romance is not my thing. Like, it has to be a really good romance for me in order to like it. So, if it's cliche at all, go away. Like, I would probably, if, like, the book is just, like, too cliche or, like, insta-love, I'll DNF it. I'll throw it out. You know, nope, I'm good. Bye. See you later. But I'm hoping that this is not like that. So, we'll do Book Lovers by Emily Henry. If you guys are hearing banging, it's really windy outside. Like, really windy, and the trees are knocking off my trailer. So, okay, so we need to read something classic, because I've been trying to read more classic lately. We have a couple of options with that. I'm not really sure what I want to read as far as classics go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold up, like, a few of my classics, and then you let me know in the comments which one I should read. That's what we're going to do. And you just broke permanently. Okay. Alright, I have a couple of classics that I could read. I feel like I had another one, but... Ooh, I do. Okay, I'm calling this last one a classic. Her Fearful Cemetery by Audrey Hefner. Hefner? Yeah, that author. This was published a long time ago, so I am calling it a classic. This was published in 2009? No, that's not right. It's going to be older than that. 1966. So this was originally published in 1966. And I read The Time Traveler's Wife a long time ago, and I really, really did enjoy it. So I have this one to read. And plus, can we talk about that cover, like that dust jacket for a minute? Like, holy crap, that's so pretty. How's the book look? Is the book pretty too? No, the book's just black. But, like, look at that. It's so pretty. I know nothing about this. So, that's one of them. Another classic that I have is The Grapes of Wrath by John Steinbeck. This was a Christmas gift from my mom. And I need to read it. Did I read? I think I've read this bunch before, but I don't remember. This is like the Penguin Classics one, so it's got a lot of stuff in it, so like you won't even read a lot of this. Like, that's like all like intro stuff. And like, that's all notes. So, the middle of it is the book. I don't even remember if I read this in high school. Like, I know I read About Mice and Men, but did I read this one? I don't remember. But this is one of those other classics that I would like to try to read. Then we've got Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte. Never read it. And, oh, I think, don't I own it? I thought I owned The Color Purple, because that's another book that I would like to read. I felt like I own The Color Purple, but I don't see it. Ouch. Oh, my back is killing me. Did I not own it? Well, I guess I would like to own The Color Purple, but I feel like I own The Color Purple. I just can't find it. Anyway, I want to read more classics, and these are the 3 options that you guys can down in the comments can tell me which one I should read. Oh. Which one? Which one should I read? I don't know. So we've got our romance, we've got our choices for classic, and let's take something hard-hitting. I've heard a lot of My Dark Vanessa. I heard that's pretty hard-hitting. Like, I don't even know. I think we're gonna go with that one because I hear that one's pretty hard hitting. My Dark Vanessa by Kate Elizabeth Russell. I've been wanting to read this for a little while now, but just never got into it. And I mean, I haven't marked my 100 pages, so. Anybody read this? Let me know in the comments. Is it hard hitting? Because I feel like it is. You be the judge. Alright, and now we need something lighthearted. Yes, you go from hard-hitting to lighthearted. That's how I am, guys. What else do I have? Hi, Nix. Lightheartedness, like... It's... Picking books is hard because I don't want to set myself on a TBR. I just want to be able to pick books and just read them. Because that's what I used to do. But I like a challenge. So that's why we're here. Oh, I do know what book I want to read. Just because it's about friendship. And I think it's about a breakup. Like a friendship breakup. And there's not enough of those stories out there. There really is not. I believe this one is about a friendship breakup. Okay, so this one is Friendship by Emily Gould. My sticker on here drives me nuts. So this one is about friends who have been friends since they were since they can remember, and now they're in their 30s. And that's kind of where me and my best friend are at. So, like, I almost feel like this is like the perfect time for me to read it because we're also going on an adventure in September. So, maybe this is one of those stories I can share with her. I don't know. She really doesn't read, but anyway, like, so this is like about like that friendship, and I've been putting this one off for too long. I need to read this one. It's right here. So we got 1, 2, 3, we'll say 4 books. I mean, I feel like 4 is a good number for me. But then, last month, I read 6 books. So, maybe we should do some more. Let me see what I have on my Kindle Unlimited. Maybe I can find something there that I've been wanting to read. Not now. My library, what do we have? Oh, okay. So, A Prince So Cruel by Ingrid Seymour. I do want to read that one because that one, I believe, was a Beauty and the Beast retelling. So we definitely want to read that one. Ooh, yes. I can't remember. Do I have it in here? Is it in here? Is it in here? No, it's not in here. Library. Okay, the next one I definitely know I want to read soon is The Keeper of Light by Otto Schaefer. This is the second book to his series, the Godstone series. There we go. So this is the second book to that, and I need to read it because the fifth one is going to be out soon. So 2, 3, and 4, maybe I'll read in the next few months. I believe his fifth one's coming out in May, or it might be actually coming out in April. Not exactly sure. My light just changed because we lost some sunlight because it's really cloudy day. Yeah, I definitely know I want to read those because those books are, the last book is going to be coming out soon. So, we need to read them. Yeah, there's that. What else do I have? Do I have at least no one in here? Oh, the other one I have is When Oceans Rise by Ramin Alvarez. I know I'm totally saying that name wrong. So I actually have an ARC digital copy of this, and this comes out in May. So I need to read this book and before it comes out, because I just do. That one will definitely be read relatively soon. And I have, what else do I have that I need to read? I think that's all I have on my Kindle that I want to read anyway. Maybe finish the Book of Chaos by, I don't know who that by. Who's that by? The Book of Chaos by Jessica Renwick. Sorry. Redneck. What the fudge? So that one I started reading to my client, because you guys don't know, I'm a direct support professional, and she wasn't really into it. But I'm definitely going to talk to her about it again to see if she's into it. If she's not, I'm going to read it because I was into it. And it was a really good middle grade that we had started. So if she's not into it, well, I'm definitely going to be reading it. Yeah, I think I'm going to stop there. That is quite the list. 1, 2, and then the 3 Godstone, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Godstone, 6, 7, 8. That's quite a bit. Well, we're going to go out. That's 10 books that I want to get through in the next couple months. If I happen to read more, hey, so be it. Will I stick to this TBR? No, probably not. But if there's any of these books that you have read and you think I need to like jump on the bandwagon and read them immediately, let me know down in the comments and I will jump on that bandwagon and read that book immediately. So thank you so much for watching if you made it this far. I hope you'd hit subscribe so you enjoy my cute little community because we try to have fun here. And I've been random on posting videos lately, but that's just because I'm me and I'm random and I'm trying to find my balance. So thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you in another video. Bye!